Now, for one of the most influential critiques in all of human history, Karl Marx. And here's the twist that surprises students. Marx didn't reject Adam Smith's asterisk analysis asterisk of how capitalism works. He largely accepted it. What he rejected ferociously were Smith's conclusions. Where Smith saw a system of mutual benefit, Marx saw a system of organized exploitation that was destined to destroy itself. His starting point was the labor theory of value, an idea he shared with Smith and Ricardo. If the value of a product comes from the labor needed to make it, then where does a capitalist profit come from? Marx's answer, surplus value. It's the gap between what workers produce and what they're actually paid. The capitalist pockets that difference. And for Marx, this exploitation is structural. It doesn't matter whether your individual boss is kind or cruel. The system itself extracts surplus from labor. Marx's method was historical materialism, the material conditions of production. The technology, the organization of labor, the relationship between owners and workers are the real foundation of society. Everything else, laws, politics, culture, religion, is what he called the superstructure, built on top and serving the interests of the dominant class. So the state for Marx is not a neutral referee. It's an instrument of class rule, protecting the property of the wealthy and suppressing the workers, which led him to a radical conclusion: you cannot reform your way out of this. Real liberation requires revolution. Marx also argued capitalism is inherently unstable. Competition drives down profits. Capital concentrates in fewer and fewer hands, and the system suffers periodic crises of overproduction, making more goods than can be profitably sold, leading to recessions and mass unemployment. These contradictions, he believed, would eventually make capitalism unsustainable and trigger socialist revolution. So how did his predictions hold up? Partly right, partly wrong. He was right that capitalism is crisis-prone. The Great Depression proved that dramatically. But the revolution he expected in advanced industrial nations never came. Instead, socialist revolutions succeeded in mostly agrarian societies. Russia, China, Vietnam, Cuba, and the post-war welfare state stabilized Western capitalism and undercut Marx's revolutionary appeal. Still, his frameworks, class conflict, imperialism, the link between economic and political power, remain deeply influential across the social sciences.